Okay, we're just going to take and do a quick rinse. A little bit on the inside and dump it out. And that's all you need. Now notice that the water is leaking out of this, okay, which is fine. Or kind of drying out of this, which is what we want. Okay, after you rinse your piece, okay, we've got our piece here. Make sure that you have clean brushes at your tables, okay? Preferably make sure everybody has one brush per thing, and you're just gonna have to share, okay? So what you're gonna do first is take some of the yellow and put it right in the middle, just like that. And now what you've got is some yellow in the middle. Take a clean brush and paint. Okay, paint the inside, paint the outside. Now, as you're painting this, make sure that you cover everything, and it can be one thick layer or it could be two thin layers. Okay, now, once you're done with this brush, I expect you to leave it there. Don't take it with you. Leave it here so somebody who else is using the yellow, they can use it and you don't need to wash out the brush at all. Okay? When you're glazing this, do not glaze past the 1/4 inch of the base. 1/4 inch up, do not glaze past that. No glaze on the bottom. Okay, you'll glue it to the shelf, and no glaze past a 1/4 inch of your piece, okay? Please do not mix any of the underglazes. I know you may want a different color, but please do not mix those. And the reason is once we have too much, we cannot put that glaze back. Once it's been mixed, you can't put that glaze back. Okay, 1/4 inch from the bottom, 1/4 inch from the bottom, all right? Now I'm gonna let this sit and dry. Once it's dry, then I could put on a second coat of another color. I could paint this however I want, but make sure it's dry. If it's not dry, it's gonna bleed in and you're gonna contaminate the rest. Hey, what's up? All right, next time at my next station, remember have 2 colors per table, roughly. At least everybody should have 1 color per table. It doesn't matter what color. If I would grab the blue and I wasn't even gonna use blue, it's fine. Okay, just go somewhere else, wherever you have. And multiple colors can be out, so there could be a blue here and a blue over there, or different colors of blue, or the same color of blue, it doesn't matter, okay? So what I'm gonna do next is add some blue. And I'm not gonna use a lot, so I don't have a lot in here. A clean brush. Remember, if I dip this in and it had yellow in it, or orange or red or something like that, this would be contaminated. Okay, so my pot is now dry. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna paint the rest of this.
I'm just gonna make a K.
So now I've got a K. Okay, now this is dry. What I'm gonna do is the final stage, and this is clear glaze, so it'll make it glossy. If you want it glossy, if you want it matte, just leave it underglazed, okay? But this will make it glossy. Please put 2 coats of this on. I know it looks blue, but when it fires, it's clear, okay? And the idea is that you'll paint it on well enough that you almost, It almost looks blue, okay? But it dries blue, it goes on clear. Okay, so I'm gonna open this up. Make sure you shake it first, okay? Put a decent amount in. Okay, what I'm gonna do first is paint the inside, and this you want 2 coats. 2 coats. Okay, get a clean brush. Do not paint below 1/4 inch, okay? I don't want it running in the kiln. If the glaze runs, then it'll ruin my shelves. Okay, once you put your first coat on, just sit it down and let it dry, and then you'll put on your second coat. Done. Okay, make sure you clean out your brushes really well. Any extra glaze, go ahead and put it back in. Any extra underglaze, put that back in too. Now remember, underglaze is underneath, overglaze is over the underglaze.